Welcome. In this short video, I'm going to show you the basics of landing pages, which is one of my favorite portions of Max Lead Pro because it's incredibly powerful and very useful and very easy. So, jump in, go to Home, My Landing Pages. When you first get there, it's going to be blank. You're going to probably see nothing here. I'm in Bruce Max account so that we can use it. We have lots of testing data for this account. Now, what's powerful is I wanted to show you this because Bruce is using it exactly the way I would encourage you to use it, which is that he makes a lot of landing pages. And he does that for any particular idea or any event that he goes to, any way of meeting people in your business, whatever it is. I encourage you to set up lots of landing pages and then use that to segment your traffic. And what's beautiful is you can then tailor the landing page and the autoresponders chained to it. And you can also see what's working and what's not. So if you have a certain advertising method and you use postcards some of the time and email some of the time and social media some of the time, why not create one landing page for each, and then you can see easily where that lead came from. Now I'll show you just a couple examples of what it can do for you. Here's an example that's wonderful. It's for real estate investors. Notice the video just starts playing immediately. And this is for real estate investing, really seeking real estate investors. This is pre-tied to a autoresponder sequence. Here's another one, looking for real estate partners, investment partners. Here's another one looking for home buyers. This one has no video in it, by choice. Here's another one that is for home buyers.
Are you ready to own a beautiful home on a quiet street? We have unique systems to...
Next, let me show you how to edit one. It's incredibly simple. Go ahead and click Add Landing Page in the top. You're going to get to a page. Go ahead and call it My Example. Go ahead and click a profile. We've discussed that before. We'll say, in this case, real estate buyers. We're going to choose a style, and you can change the style at any time. There's only a couple that are a particular note. Blank page is truly 100% blank. It is full-on blank, and that allows you to copy and paste raw HTML from other systems. If you have an existing landing page that you want to move over to Max Lead Pro, that might be a way that you could do it. If you're not sure where to start, then start with these top three. Start with that. If you happen to be in real estate, these are excellent, or in the tax reduction business, possibly doing business with Tax Halo, then check these out as well. Nonetheless, for this example, let's just simply go to iPod style, and we're going to give it a headline. Now for a background image, our system is automatically going to size the background image, which is wonderful. It has a recommendation here, but we're going to size it regardless. It's going to think for a second. What it's doing is uploading it, then recompressing it, converting it for use online. Optionally, you can have a logo image. This is not required. If you're not sure, just leave it blank initially. Here you've got a choice of what fields. By the time you see this video, this may get replaced with the forms generator, in which case you'll just have to generate a form or choose one of the existing forms to chain to it. We're in the process of merging two different systems. For now, you can simply add whatever fields you want. I want the name, I want the phone, I don't need their address. Well, if I'm in real estate, let's say I want their address. Post-capture redirect, this is typically the thank you page. After we capture their data, what's going to happen? We'll just put in a URL like that. Here you can add them to a group, so everybody that you capture, you automatically want to add to a marketing group, which is going to trigger various autoresponders. So in this case, we'll just go LinkedIn, assuming that we're pushing this to LinkedIn, and here's some page body. Notice this is already published, but I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Create. By the way, here's a little tip. If you're going to something like a live event, one of the things that our own Bruce Mac does frequently, let me go up to my example here. It's going to dump you back. As soon as you hit save, it's going to dump you back on that page. If you go to a live event, one of the things our own Bruce Mac does is go to a lot of live event, and rather than gather business cards, he actually just demos the system. Right then and there, shows them a landing page. So what you can do, if you want the landing page to cycle back to itself, which would only typically be used at live events, right-click this, copy link address, and make that the thank you page right here. So we could set it so that when we capture data from this system, it's then going to cycle back to itself and just reset the form. Again, you'd probably only want to use that. Most of the time you're going to want to give somebody a free report or something like that. Let's preview the website. Notice all I did is right click on it and copy the link address. I'm surfing in multiple tabs, but you can just hit preview and you can set it. And here's the headline. Now up here you'll see this little bug here only occurs because I am logged in as the editor. Nobody else is ever going to see that. Here in this case I don't have any video or anything like that, but what I could do is change the main title, right? And as soon as I just go here and click subheadline, it's going to make these, here's my change. I'm going to hit tab and yet another. And I just hit the little green check. It's going to automatically render it into the page. Here it's capturing all of the data that I requested it. This seems like a lot of information, but if you're in real estate that might be relevant. This looks like an older iPod. If I hit send, it's now going to tell me that these fields are required, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to hit edit. I'm going to disable some of these. I'm not going to call them and I'm not going to mail them, so I don't need to capture that. You want to capture as few fields as possible because the less you capture, the higher your opt-in rate is going to be. I'm just going to refresh this page. Now it's super basic. The problem is it's too basic, so I'm going to go back here to edit. And if you're comfortable surfing in multiple tabs, it really does make this a lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and embed a YouTube video. And all you need to do is go to the YouTube, find the video that you want, copy the entire URL, and I'm going to put the entire URL in here. I'm going to change this. I'll leave all this as is, and I do want it to autoplay. So I'm going to hit add video. It's going to then embed it into the page body, using an iframe, and let's say I want to put an age. It's going to think for a second, and there's my page with the video automatically playing. That's it. That's the basics of landing pages. You can use the previous video's 301 tip to get the preview. Just copy the URL, just like you did with the website. Just copy this URL and use that as a redirect if you want to tie a landing page to its own URL.